Who knew the Beatles helped shape the sound of heavy metal? When people think of the Beatles, they usually think of perfect harmonies, clever melodies, and polished pop songs. And then there's this song, a song so wild and chaotic that bands like Motley Crue would later cover it. I'm a vocal coach, and I'm going to explain why Paul McCartney's vocals in Helter Skelter helped push rock towards heavy metal.
To the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. Till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
But don't you want me to love you?
Like, growl.
I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you. You ain't no dancer. No, Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Yeah.
This is certainly not the Beatles sound that I am used to. Paul McCartney wrote this after hearing Pete Townsend of The Who brag about writing the wildest rock song ever, and he took it as a challenge. And the vocals in this are mwah, and they really, really matter. Blues singers have been singing like this for decades. These sounds were already around. But a guy from Liverpool who's known for singing melodic pop and love songs, nobody expected this. And it gave an entire generation of people permission to go there. But what exactly is he doing? Let's break it down. Got this out as well. And a giggle. There is so much going on in this. He creates this controlled chaos on every single note, and he does this through 4 specific techniques. The first one is slides. He rarely hits a note dead on, but rather slides up to it or slides down off it.
Tell me.
Perfect for a song about a slide, and it makes it feel like the melody is tumbling. The second technique he uses is hiccups, and it is absolutely my favourite. You might have heard this sound before with singers like Buddy Holly with Rock and Roll, and it creates this rhythmic catch in the voice. How he's creating that sound is both by using a glottal stop, which is the sound that you make when you say, uh-oh, it's this. And he's combining it with a backwards yodel, so he's making a difference between his chest voice and his head voice, but he's starting in his head voice first. The third technique is vibrato. His vibrato is big, wobbly, wide, chaotic, and a little bit uneven. Like on Yo!
Won't you want me to make you?
And the fourth is, of course, that glorious distortion at the start, where he's making that gritty texture.
Till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah.
And he even finishes it on a giggle. This messiness isn't a mistake. That is the instrument. That is the choices that he's making. He's wild.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide, and I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. And I get
This is my favorite.
But don't you want me to make you? I'm coming down fast, but don't let me break you.
What I love about this is it feels like a childhood playground, how he's shouting and screaming and making those noises that we can all find that children make when they're in the playground. The ascending section is one of the most ahead of its time moments in the song. It starts speech quality. It's almost rapping.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide.
It makes us want to lean in and listen, and then it builds and builds and builds as if he is climbing up the stairs of the Helter Skelter, followed by a scream that falls down as if he's going back down the slide. He had the best time on that slide ever. I love the lookout with that amazing fry distortion, which is a distortion type that has a gritty sound to it.
Well, look out! Helter Skelter!
It is so feral and so explosive. To me, that is the moment that maps out what singers will be doing for decades.
Helter Skelter! Helter Skelter! Well, look out! Helter Skelter! To come in that fire!
So feral. I love the slidiness of the guitars. Slidey. And that's John Lennon on the saxophone, I think. This section is so interesting because everything unravels and then pulls itself back together again. It feels so organic, it fades out, and you think it's over, but it is not over. There is still more chaos to come. This is a song that refuses to resolve neatly, and that is the wildest choice in itself. I love it. It's not over. Wait for it. Here we go. Only the Beatles, right? Oh, ouch. So why does Paul McCartney's vocal in Helter Skelter still matter? Because in 1968, the most melodic songwriter in the world peeled back every layer of polish he'd spent years building. And what was underneath changed rock music forever. If you like this, here are some analysis I did earlier. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!